The second
Yeah,
one
yeah,
is
yeah.
right.
Well,
If
you
it
just
leaks,
create a
it
fresh
must be
Twitter
somebody
account.
tied to you or you, John. Right?
Yeah.
And that's something you
What's to
want to
say it
avoid.
couldn't just be one of you guys, and then one of you guys send it to someone else, and then someone else send it to someone else, and it just went like on a train. Because obviously, I don't care. I don't know.
No, okay, no.
I'm just thinking.
You would have a motive though. You would have the motive of, I guess, setting your reputation straight. The question is, how convincing is the call though? Because I've seen some of it, but that was a while ago. So
No, the call's pretty
how
bad in terms
compelling
of
would your
for
case be
finance
in
stuff.
this
I mean,
situation?
Nick listened to it and he was like, "You have a very good case here." And if Nick says I have a very good case, then I think I have a pretty good case. I don't know. It's pretty. I was pretty like, dude, in that call, I was just like, I just want it all to end, and I was like, I was so incredibly compromising. I gave him the out on every opportunity, like every single thing that he could have had, like fault for. I basically said, "It's no worries, don't worry about it," or like, "It's not your fault," or I gave him the out at every single opportunity. There was no blame on him in literally anything in that call, pretty much. It looks incredibly bad for him, incredibly good for me. There is almost no framing that looks bad for me. That call, it's pretty bad for Pine, and we can listen to it later, the full thing. But I
No, that
feel
makes
like
sense. Then,
if
yeah.
if we want to do this, there's only one way. You create a new Twitter account with a number that none of you have registered. So we get someone else to make a Google Voice number or something, and then we leak it through that, so it has no ties to literally anyone. And then we leave it for like ages, and then all of a sudden people start retweeting it out of nowhere. Because you could just say you found it through like Twitter search or something, and that's probably the best way for you to do it. At least the way I've thought about it, because you can't do it through an account that has followers. I don't think that's not going to work, because that would almost be like a mystery then, right? Like who you don't even know who the leaker is, and you could honestly say like, you know, I don't want you guys to take the blame though, but like in my head,
I'm not
what
gonna
I've been
leak that
thinking
in
is
my
like,
account. I don't want to be a person that leaks stuff in general. Like
Yeah.
I don't feel comfortable with like putting my like personal account on like.
no, I know what you mean. Um, I don't know. I
Okay.
could just say like I sent it in a group chat with a bunch of people in there, and one of them probably probably took it and sent it to other people, and it went down the chain. That's probably what I would say. I don't have to go into depth about who those people were in that group chat or how it got there, but
I
eventually
mean,
it got to
you
someone
don't want to
else.
get dragged into like a controversial situation again. Like, right, that would be like the
I think it's going to be inevitable. I'm going to have to say something about it when it happens, when it leaks. That's the opportunity, because right now I can't just come out and say something. Right? The thing about this isn't so much just it being leaked as it is me getting an opportunity to explain myself in a way that doesn't seem forced. Because I could just go and like drop a. I thought about like maybe just doing like a short thread on Twitter. I don't want to have any hand in that. I don't even want to. I don't want to write it. I don't want anything, because if I write it, people will fucking know I wrote it. So I can't do that. I literally I can't have a single hand in it apart from like I honestly think you don't need to think this far into it. I could just say I sent it to a group chat, and one of those people were either the leakers or they sent it to someone else. I don't have to name anyone. There has to be there literally has to be no names thrown around, because that group chat could have been months
But
ago.
what happens
And
if this gets really big and someone if this gets really big, someone's gonna bring up the question, like do you seriously not remember anyone that was in that group chat? And I think that's
yeah,
gonna
I could say I remember who they were, but I don't suspect that anyone in there would have leaked it, so I don't know.
this
I
would look
didn't
bad
admit
on
so
you
much.
because it needs to be
I
preventable
was I
right
was pretty
source.
smart. There's only one bit in there that I genuinely like must have misremembered the tweet, because I would have said that very very differently if I remembered it. It was the tweet about urges, and I think I completely misremembered